Hello all, Narnicle here, featuring today a video revealing the Minecraft quiz Diva answers. That's because in this video we put our Minecraft knowledge to the test with this ultimate Minecraft quiz. If you're a member of a site like Swagbucks or GrabPoints, chances are you've come across this quiz before. If you didn't manage to get to 100%, this video will help you with that. So we go to quizdiva.net and choose the ultimate Minecraft quiz here. Question number 1. Who is the developer of Minecraft? Mojang, Sandbox, Big Fish, or Epic Games? Minecraft has actually gotten multiple developers over time, such as 4J Studios, other Ocean Interactive, and Xbox Game Studios. But the very first developer, and the developer who is also in the list here, is Mojang. You can hardly get this question wrong as a Minecraft player. There, where you start the game, this developer's logo is presented big in your face. Continue to question 2. What is Notch's real name? Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Mojang Minio, or Marcus Persson? For those who don't know Notch, Notch is the Swedish founder of Mojang and the initial developer of the game Minecraft. Notch is his alias or gamertag, and his real name is Marcus Alexei Persson. That is the correct answer to this question. Marcus Persson. On to question 3. Here we are shown a video and we have to type in the name of the mob that we will see on the screen. It is an unnecessarily long video in my opinion, but in the end we get to see a neutral mob that behaves quite passively in the game unless provoked. We're talking about an Enderman. Please enter this in the input field to complete this question successfully. Question 4 also consists of an input field where you have to type the name of the mob that appears on the screen. So click on the screen to play the video, and after an unnecessarily long time, a mob finally appears that chases standard players if they are seen by this mob within 16 blocks. We are talking about a skeleton here. So enter it in the input field to answer this question correctly. Question 5. What tool is used to mine stones and ores? This time the answers consist of A, B, C, and D, and the choices appear on the screen in the video. Choice A is a sword, choice B an axe, choice C is a shovel, and choice D is a pickaxe. However, the answer is simple. It's a pickaxe that mines stones and ores. So choose answer D and we continue to question 6. A question that is familiar to us. That's because this question has already been asked in question 2. What is Notch's real name? This is what the question posed in the video sounds like. Even the answers consist of exactly the same choices. A. Steve Jobs, B. Bill Gates, C. Mojang Minio, or D. Marcus Persson. As we mentioned in question 2, Marcus Persson is Notch's real name. So choose answer D to quickly skip this unnecessary extra question and move on to the next one. Question 7. What is MOB short for? A very good question if you ask me. The answers consist of mobile, mobot, monster, or model. Even though the answer would be monster in part, we call non-player entities whose primary purpose is to be killed for experience, objectives, or loot a mobile object. The correct answer is therefore mobile. On to question 8. Another double question. Name this mob. We have already done this in question 3, and since then the name of this passive mobile has not been changed. It is still an Enderman. So choose this answer again to quickly move on to the next question. Question 9 is often displayed in other versions of this quiz instead of the Enderman question. You will again be asked to name the mob displayed on the screen. The answers this time around are Endermite, Villager, Guardian, and Golem. And even though it's a bit harder to spot this mob due to the modified texture pack it is displayed with, this is a golem. In question 10, you were asked to name almost the most popular mob in the game. The answers consist of zombie, guardian, ocelot, and creeper. But the mob that, like a skeleton, chases a player seen by this suicide attack within 16 blocks is called a creeper. By the way, did you know that you can reduce the explosion impact of a creeper by 50% by wearing a creeper mob head in the game? In Java Edition at least. Anyway, continue to question 11. Which of the materials below cannot be made into armor? The answers consist of wood, leather, diamond, and stone. And even though I've only seen stone armor in Minecraft modifications, the correct answer to this question is wood. This question is a big gimmick, but when you think about it, the lowest possible armor in the game is leather, and not wood. Question 12. What should you use to gather water and lava? Is it a bucket, a cup, glass, or a rod? The logical answer here is a bucket, an object made with 3 iron bars. Once you have made a bucket, you can also carry cow's milk with you in addition to water and lava. After answering this answer correctly, we proceed to question 13. What is the name of the alternative world where you can travel to? The Upside Down, the Nether, the Jumper, or the Void? First of all, the Void is not an alternate world to which you can travel. You reach the Void as soon as you are outside the restriction area with blocks, such as lower than bottom stone. You certainly do not want to be in the Void, since you as a player only die here. Even though the alternative world, the End, has been around for a while, it is not among the answers, and the correct answer here is the Nether. A place where it should either represent the center of the earth, or simply, and more appropriately, hell. Question 14. What do zombies drop? Brains? Money? Bones of rotten flesh? Until beta 1.8, these mobs only dropped feathers, and since snapshot 12W06A, there is even a chance that these undead figures even drop iron bars, helmets, spades, and swords. Unfortunately, they don't shed brains. Phantoms do. However, what they drop 100% is rotten meat. You can feed rotten meat to your pet wolves to help heal their lives. Then we discuss question 15. What do skeletons drop? Brain, food, bones, or leather? In addition to the fact that these lean creatures often drop the arrows they shoot at the player, they also drop the bones they are made of. Just like a zombie's rotting flesh, the bones also have a specific purpose. Not only can you make bone marrow from this, which you can use to make plants and trees grow faster, you can also use the pure bones to make a wolf your pet. Aww, good dog. When you have chosen the correct answer, you will end up at question 16. How do you make a large chest? Do you buy these? Do you simply place 2 boxes next to each other? Do you have to place 4 boxes next to each other, or do you throw a box on top of another box? Don't be silly. Simply place a smaller box and then place another one right next to it. Whether you do this on the left or right does not matter at all, unless you are thinking about the space the chest will be extended to. A large chest has twice the amount of storage space of a small chest. Do you know this exact number? Let me know in the comments below this video. For now, we will switch to a true or false question. Question 17. True or false? You can play survival mode in Minecraft. Well guys, Minecraft is basically a survival game, so we can get to this question quickly. This is true! However, Minecraft has several game modes built into the game by default, but we'll get to that in the next question. Question 18. How many game modes can you play? Are these only 2, 3, 4, or 5? Minecraft has much more game modes than just survival and creative. Most will say there are only 4 game modes in the game consisting of survival, creative, hardcore, and adventure. But they simply forget about the spectator game mode. The correct answer is therefore 5. Speaking of these game modes, question 19. What mode is similar to survival but the difficulty level is permanently set to hard? With the answer to the previous question in mind, we can already cross off 2 answers to this question. These are God and Survival 2. The spectator game mode allows you to move freely through the game and watch other players while they are not seeing you. The only answer that remains is Hardcore. Hardcore is quite popular among the live streamers. It offers them an ultimate difficult survival experience with only 1 life. When the player is killed by anything, it's literally game over. Not for me. Question 20 is more for me. What mode allows you to clip through blocks and see others, but you are invisible to other players? I have already answered this question in the previous 2 questions. This is spectator mode, the first option. And although this option does indeed allow you to spy on other players in secret, it is more commonly used to cheat and find special minerals such as diamonds and emeralds more quickly. Question 21 is again a true or false question. True or false? There is snow in Minecraft. This is actually true from version 1.0.4. Even before biomes were introduced, back then there was simply a 25% chance that a winter fashion world was generated where it always snowed. The answer to this question is therefore without a doubt true. On to the penultimate question of this quiz. Question 22. What is the maximum enchantment level? Is that 20, 30, 40, or 50? Cheaters and modders will tell you here that you can give an item in Minecraft a spell level of up to 32,767. But this quiz is based on answers that the game gives you unmodified. In fact, the spell levels are quite a complicated calculation. They are displayed in the game as 5 enchantment levels. In the core, this is calculated up to a maximum enchantment level of 30. So choose the answer 30 to choose the correct answer, and then it finally arrived at the last question. You may see this question instead of the previous question with the spell levels. Question 23 asks you to name the skeleton mob again. So do this for the very last time and you have completed the quiz 100%. If this video helped you pass the quiz 100%, please leave a like. However, if you have other Minecraft questions yourself, feel free to ask them during my Minecraft live streams that I broadcast 3 times a week on twitch.tv/Narnicle and on my Narnicle Live YouTube channel. If you want to play Minecraft with us, that's possible too. Then simply join our Discord at narnicle.com/Discord. Support for our live streams and YouTube channel is highly appreciated and can be done by purchasing our merch on narnicle.shop or by making a one-time donation on narnicle.tips. For now, I want to say a big thank you to everyone for watching and see you all again in the next video.